Ladies and gentlemen, this is a terrifying and spine-chilling sight. I am standing before one of nature's most intense moments, a volcanic eruption, and there it is. The volcano is roaring. Fire and lava are erupting violently, surging like a fury unleashed from the depths of the earth. The blazing, molten lava cascades down the mountainside like a gigantic fire dragon, incinerating everything in its path. I can't believe my eyes. Right in front of me is a boiling lake of lava, so scorching that nothing can survive. Thick black smoke billows into the sky, shrouding everything in darkness, while waves of ash rain down like a storm from the underworld. Ladies and gentlemen, this is nature in its most ferocious form, a scene both terrifying and magnificent beyond words. Oh my god, this is the most terrifying nightmare I've ever witnessed. Right before my eyes, a colossal wall of water, taller than building, then is crashing toward the shore at an unstoppable speed. A tsunami. It's swallowing everything in its path, wiping out the town as if human structures were nothing but fragile toys. The wind is howling like a beast. The sky is pitch black and lightning is tearing through the darkness. In the distance, I can see a cone-shaped mountain, possibly a volcano, shrouded in chaos and destruction. People below are screaming, running for their lives, but the monstrous wave is closing in too fast. Look at that. An entire street has turned into a raging river. Cars are flipping over, houses are being torn apart, rooftops are floating like leaves in the furious current. Debris, trees, and shattered buildings are smashing into each other, creating a horrifying apocalyptic scene. I'm on higher ground, yet I can feel the earth shaking from the sheer force of the water. The salty mist burns my nose, and the wind is so strong I can barely stand. Below, the tsunami continues its relentless assault, devouring everything in its wake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a movie. This is reality. A catastrophic disaster is unfolding before my eyes. I can only pray that people find safety. But right now, I don't know if anyone can escape the wrath of the ocean. Oh no, right in front of me is a massive, terrifying tornado, more powerful than anything I've ever seen. Look at that. It's spinning violently, pulling up a colossal cloud of debris, swallowing everything in its path. The wind is howling like a monstrous roar. The ground is trembling, and the sky has gone completely dark. The tornado is tearing across the open field at an insane speed, and oh no, those farmhouses ahead. They are in serious danger. Look at this destruction. You know, wooden beams, metal sheets, even entire cars are being tossed into the air like mere toys. The tornado is shredding everything in its wake. Homes are being ripped apart in seconds. I can feel the immense power of nature right now. The wind is so strong, I can barely keep my balance. The tornado keeps churning, roaring like an unstoppable force of destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a catastrophe. This is no ordinary storm. This is a monster. I can only pray that those in its path have found shelter in time. Lightning bolt just struck near the power pole, flashing like the universe just took a photo. The sky lit up, and my heart nearly skipped a beat. If you missed it, too late. Luckily, I haven't turned into a superhero. A massive lightning bolt struck the tree. In an instant, flames erupted, consuming everything around. The scene is terrifying, like nature's fury unleashed. I've got chills all over. What just happened? Scenery is now just a memory. Boom! A lightning bolt strikes the water. Then, kaboom! A massive column of water erupts, shooting into the sky like a volcanic explosion. Debris spirals through the air, and the once clear water is now a swirling mass of thick, muddy chaos. It's like nature itself is unleashing its fury. This is unbelievable. Absolutely terrifying. No, be careful. Another lightning strike hit your house. It's really dangerous. Oh no, it's like a superhero has appeared. It's really scary.
Hello everyone, and thank you for taking the time to visit our today. We will witness some of the most intense and shocking moments of natural disasters, captured in real time. The raw power of nature will leave you speechless. Are you ready to experience these unbelievable and breathtaking events? Stay tuned as we bring you jaw-dropping footage like never before. Brace yourself. Things are about to get intense. Oh no! What is happening? The raging water roared, surging like a giant monster. But was it the overwhelming water pressure or an earthquake that triggered this tragedy? The irrigation project couldn't take it anymore. Cracks appeared, spreading at a terrifying speed. Pieces of earth and rock collapsed, and the flood rushed downstream. Danger was imminent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a horrifying sight. A massive wave of mud has just burst out of the tunnel. Water, rocks, and everything in its path are being swept away in an instant. No one could have foreseen such devastating destruction. The ground is splitting apart. Enormous chunks of earth are collapsing, like a monstrous beast devouring everything in its wake. Houses, buildings, everything is vanishing beneath the thick layers of mud. Are there still people trapped inside? Do they have any chance of survival? Look over there. Construction workers are running for their lives, desperately trying to escape the raging mudslide. This is a race against death. Will they make it in time? Right now, every second is the thin line between life and death. It's impossible to see anything. The entire area is engulfed in a thick white haze. Dust, landslides, and the looming threat of further collapse continue to pose a deadly risk. This disaster is not just a landslide. It is a grim warning of nature's destructive power. Heavy rainfall, unstable geological conditions, and human impact. All of these may have contributed to this catastrophe. We are witnessing nature's raw power unfolding before our eyes. What started as a calm river beneath a towering cliff has now turned into a scene of destruction. Look at that. The cliff face is collapsing. Huge chunks of rock are crashing down, sending clouds of dust and debris into the air. This is an unstoppable force. An entire section of land is giving way. The river is surging violently. Mud and rock are rushing into the water, creating a powerful churning torrent. This is no longer just a landslide. It's a full-blown disaster. The impact is immense. A bystander is capturing this moment on his phone. Just look at the scale of this catastrophe. The water is rising, the current is intensifying, and the force of nature is completely overwhelming. This is an urgent situation. If anyone is near the riverbanks, they must get to safety immediately. The land is unstable, and more collapses could happen at any moment. The river continues to rage, carrying the destruction downstream. The damage to the environment will be severe. The question now is, what's next? Will this trigger further devastation? this very moment, we are witnessing an unprecedented catastrophe. The massive dam, once a formidable barrier holding back the raging waters, has now completely collapsed. The floodwaters are no longer contained, and a towering wall of water is roaring, surging downstream like a monstrous beast. Look at this. The murky, churning waters are tearing through everything in their path. From above, the scene is utterly horrifying. Everything is being swallowed whole. This is no longer just an ordinary flood. This is a full-scale disaster. Emergency alert. The floodwaters are still raging. They continue to surge downstream with unimaginable speed and force. Everyone must remain cautious. This is a fight for survival. Protect your life now.
Look, it's a mountain falling down on the village. The sight is terrifying and overwhelming. A stream of red mud is overflowing. Oh no, it's heading straight for the facilities and the miners below. Unbelievable. Terror strikes. The scene has transformed from peaceful to disastrous in the blink of an eye. The dam wall is giving way. It's hard to believe all of this, but before our eyes,
the unimaginable has happened. A massive dam, once a solid wall protecting the downstream area, has completely collapsed. As a result, an artificial tsunami is sweeping away everything in its path. Looking at what is happening, we are witnessing a devastating flood. The water is not just flowing down, it carries millions of tons of mud, shattered concrete, transforming into a gigantic monster that destroys every structure in its way. What caused this tragedy? It is evident that the dam was not only eroded, but its structure has completely collapsed. The causes may include excessive water pressure after prolonged rainfall, substandard design and maintenance causing the flood discharge system to be insufficient to release the massive amount of water, weak geology leading to foundation subsidence, resulting in a chain collapse. The downstream area is drowning in a sea of water. Houses, roads, and power networks could be completely destroyed. The risk of casualties is extremely high. The flood moves at a terrifying speed, leaving people with little chance of escape.
Please note, prolonged heavy rain has caused floodwaters to overflow onto the road, forming a dangerous torrent. Mud is rolling, water is rising rapidly, sweeping away everything in its path. The situation is extremely critical. People are evacuating urgently. Rescue forces are on the scene. Emergency warning issued. Do not go through deep flooded areas. Just a moment of carelessness. The floodwaters can sweep everything away. Floodwaters have reached their peak, submerging everything around. Houses, roads, trees, all submerged in water. The situation is extremely dangerous. The strong currents sweep away all obstacles.
Welcome to our channel. Get ready to embark on an emotional journey where the most surprising things can happen. From spectacular moments on the streets to breathtaking natural scenes, you will witness the wonders captured by the camera. If you love these impressive moments, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting videos. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing a horrific traffic accident right here. A dump truck is speeding towards the intersection and, oh my God! A car recklessly rushes through the railroad barrier. Oh no, the car is stuck on the tracks. Oh no, it's too late. The train has crashed into the car. It's shattered into pieces. This is truly a horrifying sight. Fortunately, the driver seems safe. What happened? The front of the car suddenly exploded. Fortunately, no one was inside the vehicle. A tragic accident has just occurred. A reckless car has crossed the railway barrier and BAM! It was smashed to pieces by a speeding train. Rescue workers have arrived at the scene, trying to evacuate and clear the debris. Hopefully, there are no casualties in this incident. I have the feeling that the train is rushing straight at me. It is truly a terrifying experience. Audience, we are witnessing a shocking event. A black SUV is speeding through the intersection. The traffic light is green. Everything seems normal. But wait! Crash! A large tree suddenly falls down. It crashes into a power pole, causing the wires to fall. Look at those sparks. It's really dangerous.
Oh my! The water is rushing like a mini Niagara Falls. Look! The walls and glass barriers have been broken by this flood. Who would have thought a swimming pool could turn into a mini tsunami?
The pipes are rolling, like a giant domino effect, collapsing. The workers are trying to save themselves, but their space is very limited. A suspension bridge is being demolished. Look at how the middle section is cut. And then, boom! It falls into the river with a tremendous roar. It's like an action movie scene. Look at that! A giant tree has fallen and crushed a house. What a shocking sight! Two brave individuals are trying to cut the trunk of the tree with a chainsaw. Hopefully, they can remove the tree without injuring themselves or causing further damage to the house. Just a little more, and I would have been crushed by the tree. It truly is an adventure game. And now, shifting to a more spectacular scene, viewers! A tall building is being demolished with controlled explosions. Look! Explosion after explosion shakes the building. Dust and debris are flying into the air. It's like a scene from an action movie, but this is real. Like a giant falling down. What an incredible sight, yet a little frightening. Oh my goodness! The glass shattered into pieces. This is an example of how technology can be used to safely and efficiently demolish buildings. But still, viewers, don't try this at home. Leave it to the experts. Wow, the lightning from this pillar is truly spectacular. It's unclear whether this is a natural phenomenon or man-made, but it is definitely impressive and somewhat frightening. Suddenly, a lightning bolt struck directly down into the sea, looking truly terrifying. This man is working very hard, but it seems that he is not paying much attention to safety. Sparks are flying everywhere, which could cause a fire or explosion if they come into contact with flammable materials. What is happening with this airplane? An urgent inspection is required. A helicopter is flying low. But wait, something is strange. Oh no, the helicopter is on fire. Flames are erupting from the back of the helicopter. The pilot must be struggling hard to control the situation. But oh no, the helicopter is spinning out of control. And now, we turn to an equally thrilling event. An electrical transformer has exploded and caught fire. Look at the flames raging and the black smoke rising high. This is truly dangerous. A bridge under construction suddenly collapses. Look, part of the bridge has fallen into the water, creating a huge cloud of dust. Oh my, what kind of construction project is this? It seems like there was a miscalculation, right? And now, we turn to an incredible sight, viewers. A waterspout is forming in the middle of the sea. Look at that powerful whirlwind sucking seawater upwards, creating a towering column of water reaching into the sky. Oh my God, look how terrible it is. The water is murky, carrying a pile of debris and mud. This is like a nightmare come true. Welcome to our channel. Are you ready to witness the devastating power of nature? From massive floods and fierce storms to the most terrifying disasters. All right here. Subscribe and turn on the bell to never miss a video. Like, share, and comment to explore with us. Let's get started. A tree fell onto the power lines during a storm, creating a series of dangerous sparks. This scene is very hazardous, yet incredibly spectacular, illustrating the terrifying power of nature. A sudden lightning strike hit close to a high-voltage power pole. Caught fire from the inside after being struck by lightning. The close-up footage shows the devastation of the lightning on the tree's structure, as if it is being burned from within. A dock full of boats was struck by lightning, causing a violent explosion and spreading sparks. This is an extremely dangerous and impressive event, showcasing the raw energy of lightning. The camper van was swept away from the spillway by flash floods. This scene demonstrates the power of water, with a large and heavy object easily being carried away. A small town is flooded, with rushing waters devastating the streets. This is a scene that is both terrifying and astonishing, showcasing the power of water and the vulnerability of small communities. The car was buried in mudslides caused by a landslide. This footage is terrifying, showing how nature can render modern objects useless, illustrating the unpredictability and potential devastation of natural events. The car struggles to get through the floodwaters. This scene illustrates the harshness and difficulties that these drivers face when navigating these flooded roads. A road and a bridge have collapsed severely due to flooding. This section illustrates the extent of the serious damage that nature can inflict on infrastructure, highlighting the economic and social costs of such events. The road was flooded as the military convoy passed by, and people gathered along the roadside to watch. This experience seemed a bit troublesome, but perhaps a few people could find some enjoyment in it. The giant waves crashed onto the shore as the crowd stood watching and taking photos. The blend of beauty and danger created a unique allure, emphasizing the thrill of witnessing something both devastating and captivating. The raw power of the sea, when humans and boats appear small and vulnerable. This area is affected by a mud flow, a devastating and terrifying flow of mud and debris. This destruction showcases the incredible power of nature. The ditches are filled with tree trunks, large branches piled high, and uprooted trees. How to escape when encountering a mud flow. 1. Run immediately. When you see signs of danger, leave your belongings and run as fast as you can. 2. Run to higher ground. Move perpendicular to the flow or climb to a higher place. 3. Alert. Call for everyone to evacuate immediately. 4. Call for help. When safe, contact the rescue team.
Well, this stuff, you know, we haven't had a torrent through here in a year.
Yeah.
Well, that just made me pee, I think, a little. This isn't, you have fences across?
Yeah, and I have this one that runs all the way down.
They hadn't ripped this one out yet, but you know, there's so much debris it could. See how high it is right now? Let's see how much higher it gets. Has it? I'm just looking here.
Below the fence at first.
Let's see if it climbs up. If it climbs up above that post.
Yeah, we better get out.
See, it's getting up. It hasn't topped that second bar. Yeah. Well.
Alright, now it's a little higher.
Yep, it's higher now. It's climbing. But just think, it's got to raise. It's rock. Those are big boulders just rolling down the river. Man, look at that log right there. Man, look at that thing. Look at that one coming down.
Look at that. Look at it. It's almost
That's a whole tree.
even higher now. Brandon, look at that tree. Almost up to the second car.
Yeah, the debris is catching it.
A herd of wild cows crossing the bridge is disrupting traffic. People are running away. This reminds us of the unstoppable power of nature. A freight train has derailed, causing the cars to tip over. This serious derailment highlights the incredible impact that can occur with these large trains. A train locomotive has crashed into a house. This scene is very serious and raises concerns about the safety of the residents. A tornado is passing by. It's terrifying.